Now today we are going to study about note making. Now here first we'll see the importance of note making, then major characteristics, do's and don'ts in note making, steps involved in note making, then guidelines for summary writing, sample note making and summary. So first one is importance of note making. So how important is note making? Note making is important when you are making notes for any subject. If important information contains notes, it has 34% chance of being remembered. If you write in the form of notes, you shorten the things and it becomes very easy for you to remember things. Information without any notes has only 5% of chance of being remembered. Note making is an important academic activity that helps you to concentrate and stimulate your ability to recall. Maintaining a permanent record of what you have read or listened to. It is also best study aid for tests and for revising in the future. Taking notes boosts both comprehension and retention. Helping students to focus on what is important and making them active learners. Helping people to organize the ideas they are learning, providing a gauge about what is important to the instructor, presenting a more concise view of key concepts, assisting to summarize the ideas and arguments in the text. Helping students develop a discerning, insightful mind which is quick at grasping relevant information. So in order to get relevant information, this note making will be very important because you are just jotting down the notes, you are taking up only important points, helping one to structure the assignments, one is searching, providing a record of the essential points while giving a lecture, speech or participating in a discussion. Major characteristics. Remember that when you are writing notes, it's always in condensed form. Make the notes more concise, omit trivial details, all those details which are non-essential. Those details are not important, so insignificant ones you have to omit them, and only those which are important points you have to write in concise, brief manner. It has to be organized. Choose headings and topic sentences in note making. Headings are also very important, by which you will come to know how to organize them. Rephrase, use your own words as well as possible. Try to understand and then make use of your own words. Do's. Keep your notes brief. Remember that these are notes, these are the points, it has to be always in brief. Note key words and main ideas. What is the main idea there that you have to focus on? You have to focus on key words, grammatical words which will not add to the meanings of the paragraphs. Those words you have to avoid. Keep your notes organized. You can use your own words. You can reframe the sentences. Write phrases, not sentences. Remember, you have to write in the form of points. You have to write in the form of phrases or words. You should never write in the form of sentences. Use headings, subheadings or sub-subheadings followed by points. Use abbreviations. You can make your own abbreviations, and at the end you can write key to abbreviations. There you can write all those. Link up points using arrows, dotted information, lines, color, numbers, boxes, etc. so that it will be well organized. Don'ts. Copying chunks of phrases. You need not copy long phrases there. You can write in your own words there. Leaving a wide margin and spaces, that also you should avoid. Writing more notes than you can use. Whatever are important points, only those notes you should make. Writing complete sentences. If you write sentences, marks will be deducted, and therefore you should never write complete sentences. Putting a piece of information under the wrong heading. Steps involved in note making. Read the question carefully and underline the key words in the question. through the whole passage to get a feel of the topic. First, read the entire passage, understand what is it about, so that it will become easier for you to make notes. Go through the passage again and concentrate on identifying and underlining the key points. Once you underline the key points, it becomes easier for you to find out the headings and subheadings. Rewrite the points again in your own words. Then afterwards, organize the important information of the text in the form of main heading followed by subheadings. The heading is the main idea of the passage. So heading is very important. Once you grasp the main idea, then you can write the heading. Frame a heading based on the central idea and write it in the middle of the page. Then you can underline that heading. Keep the heading short, crisp and interesting. All subheadings should be written at a uniform distance from the margin. The important points here, they are the details or extracts of the subtitles you wish to keep in these notes. Do not write full sentences. Use abbreviations wherever necessary. All points should also maintain the same distance away from the subheading. Now remember what format we should follow. The indentation is very important here. First have heading, then you have subheading, 1.1.1, 1.2.2. Likewise you can write, instead of that you can write ABC also, 1.1, 1.2 A, B, C. Likewise also you can have it, but you should have indentation because that also carries marks. Second subheading you can have, then you can go to the third subheading also, sub point 1, so all sub points you can write there. Now summary writing. Remember, note making and summary writing both carry the marks. Earlier it was for 8 marks, now it is for 6 marks. Note making for 3 marks and summary writing also for 3 marks. So on the basis of notes, you can write a summary. Notes made on the given text are joined in a connected passage. Summary writing was the gist of the passage in your own words. So 1/3 of the passage you can write as a summary. Note the number of words prescribed for the summary. So you can find out how many words your summary should be. Usually it will be of 80 words. Find out that and accordingly you write the summary. Use the same tense as in the original. You can make use of simple present tense or simple past tense, but you have to find the tense that is in the original passage and same tense you can make use of it in your summary. Write the summary in the third person. You are not the narrator, so therefore it has to be written in the third person. As far as possible, choose your own words and expressions. Once you understand the passage, then you can write in your own words. Check whether all important points are in order. Organize your notes into an outline which includes main ideas and supporting points, but no examples or details. All those examples, unnecessary details, all those should be avoided because your focus has to be on main points. So dates, numbers, statistics, all those things you avoided. Not only that, grammatical words also you should avoid. Do not give irrelevant information and illustrative material. Do not add any of your own ideas, opinions or interpretations. You should not add anything of your own. Does your summary make the same points as the article itself? Just introspect, find out all that, whether it carries the same points or it's a totally different kind of thing. Have you omitted anything important? Have you concentrated too much on the finer details? Does your summary adhere to or stick to the prescribed word limit? Don't forget, look for spelling, grammar and punctuation errors. Write a final draft adhering to sticking to the number of words mentioned in the question. Now let us go to the sample note taking and summary. Now para 1 here. Read the following passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. So the questions will be at the end of the paragraph. The night of 14th April 1912 was very cold. There was no moon and hardly any wind. The Titanic was in that part of the Atlantic in which icebergs cause trouble. Ice is hard enough to cut holes in steel and cannot easily be seen at night. First try to read the first sentence of every paragraph. Try to understand what is it about. Reflect over it. Now here we go to the second paragraph. The wireless officer of the Titanic, J.G. Phillips, had received several signals telling him that ice was not far away. Most of these important signals were passed on to the officers, but one was not. It was a signal from another ship, the Mesaba, reporting icebergs in front of the Titanic. Para 3. When it arrived, Phillips was hard at work. Many of the travelers had sent news or information or orders by wireless during the day to their friends in England or America. Phillips was now doing his best to finish off all this work. He was so busy that he did not report the ice immediately. The signal lay on his table, half forgotten. Para 4. The two men who were watching for icebergs, Fleet and Lee, suddenly saw something dark just in front of the ship. They immediately rang the ship's bell and Lee telephoned to the officer of the watch to report the iceberg. Para 5. The necessary orders were given at once, though it is impossible to stop a great ship immediately, especially if it is moving at about 25 miles an hour, but the officer did his best. The engines were stopped and then started again to pull the ship backwards. The steel doors were closed. The ship was turned away from the straight course. But it was all too late. Too late. Para 6. The ship struck the iceberg with its side while it was still moving forwards. It struck the ice again with another part of its side. In a few moments, 6 great holes were made in the steel. Water rushed in, not in one place, but in separate places covering 300 feet. The steel doors were therefore useless. Captain Smith soon understood that nothing could save his ship. At 12:15 in the early morning, he ordered the wireless officer to send out the ship's position and the letter CQD, which is a call for help. He told the world that the Titanic was sinking. The impossible was happening. Para 8. At first, the people on board did not believe that the ship was sinking. They had been told that it could not sink, but they understood the truth when the captain gave the order to prepare the boats. Women and children were ordered into the boats first, but some wives would not leave their husbands and did not go. Para 9. Some women had to be pushed into the boats and some had to be thrown in. It was hard to leave the big lighted ship and to go in a small boat on the dark icy sea. Many brave acts were done that time, but 1,503 people lost their lives, and so the Titanic went down beside the huge iceberg that destroyed it. Para 10. And it's the last paragraph. When they came, another ship, the Carpathia, arrived and picked up all those that could be found. It took to New York only 705 men and women. The wireless officer, Mr. Phillips, and Captain Smith were not among them. Question 1. On the basis of your reading of the above passage, make notes on it using headings and subheadings. Use recognizable abbreviations wherever necessary. Use a format you consider suitable. Supply an appropriate title. So this is about note taking, where it is asked to write abbreviations and supply title to it. Question 2. In not more than 100 words and with close reference to the passage, give an account of the sinking of the Titanic. So second one is dealing with summary. Now this is how you should write the notes. Write the title on the top. You can underline the title. And what is the title? Very appropriate title. The sinking of the Titanic. Then here, the first one, indentation. That is what is very important. Title, now here, Titanic sailing amidst ice on Atlantic Ocean. Now Titanic, that is what is shortened. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Then Titanic surrounded by icebergs in Atlantic Ocean. Then main missing the signal of ice in front. Then iceberg is shortened here. Main seeing something is shortened in front of Titanic. Order given to stop the ship. Order that is also shortened. You can have your own abbreviations. There is no problem. Then second point, moving at 25 miles per hour. Ship turning off course in rain. Then we can see the third two. Titanic struck the ice, poles made because of strike on the ice. The wireless office signal for help. Then escape from the sinking ship. Women and children ordered into the boats, others pushed into the boats. 1,503 people dead in spite of brave acts. 705 men and women by Carpathia and taken to New York. So how many are remaining? 705 men and women are remaining, and they have been saved by Carpathia ship which came there and it has saved them, and it has been taken to New York. So we can see here the abbreviations here: Titanic, icebergs, something. Then here RES, that's a rescue. Then wireless, women and children. Then New York. Then escape. Some of those abbreviations we can see here, and these are all one's own abbreviations. Some of the official ones you can take, or your own you can make it. So this is a summary. The wireless officers missed the warning message about icebergs while traveling by the Titanic on the Atlantic Ocean. You can write the summary on the base of the notes. Though some men saw big iceberg in front of the ship, it was too late for the captain to stop. Having struck the iceberg, the ship began to sink. The impossible was happening. Captain Smith ordered women and children to get into the boat first. Some unwilling women were pushed into the boat that was set out in the dark sea. The ship sank, taking with it 1,503 lives. At daybreak, the Carpathia rescued 705 people and took them to New York. So in 100 words you have seen that. So common note making abbreviations. So these are all very common ones, but you can use your own abbreviations. Then these are all very common ones. For example, these also you can use, or your own you can make it, and that also you can make use of it. Then kilogram, these are all official ones which are being used. Then number, page, some of these we can see possibly. You can make this kind of abbreviation also. Probably you can write PROD and then dot. Whatever abbreviations you are making it, write the dot also. You can see some more there. And we can end this class of note making and summary with this. Thank you.